Hi YouTube, what's up? A while back I got a JC Higgins model 5, no, what is it, 583-16, and I did a video on it. And I didn't know if I wanted to keep it or not. I got it on as a lot, 3 guns for a certain price. That's how I ended up with it. And I didn't really think I liked the gun all that much. So I parted it out, and I made a little bit of money because the bolts themselves are worth a lot of money on eBay. They can bring up to, $50, $80, maybe even sometimes $100 if it's in really nice shape, if the guy really wants it. The bolts go for a lot because the recall. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. JC Higgins bolt action 12 gauge recall. Anyway, I got rid of it, and I regretted it. About a month or so after I did it, I just thought, Jesus, that was a nice gun to have around, bolt action. So I knew one of my other local gun shops, about 20 miles away. He was saying one time how he had so many of them things he could not get rid of them. So I thought, well, I'll go there and see if I can buy one of them. And first he only had a 20 gauge, and I almost bought it because he only wanted $75 for it. And he said, well, I might have one of them in the back that's 12 gauge. I said, well, I'd rather have a 12 gauge. So he went in the back and looked. And he found one that was a 12 gauge. And it's in pretty rough condition. Well, not rough. Everything's got a real faint layer of rust on it. Surface rust. But it's all there. I took it out at shot. The butt pad's crushed like all of them are. I haven't seen a JC Higgins with a good butt pad. Anyway, I took it out. I shot it once I figured out how it worked. You can't load shells in it with the bolt closed. You have to open the bolt and then put the shells in. And it only holds 2 shells in the magazine right now. We're going to fix that. 3-shot shotgun? No. Just soon have double barrel. Anyway, I'll take the camera down and we'll get a little bit better look at this. In the tag it says JC Higgins 583 ran parts only, serial number none. Here's my crushed butt pad. I'll be replacing that. The wood's in good shape. Still going to sand it down, refinish it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but the surface rust. All the barrels and everything are like that. But they're not bad. Little sandpaper, little steel wool. It does have the bead sight on the front, which is nice. JC Higgins model 583-16. So one of my subscribers said that means it was made in like the 40s, if I believe, from what if I can remember right. Again, you can tell if I get out of the light there. It's just got a layer of surface rust. Pretty sure that'll sand and clean off really nice. Again, the wood's nice. Here's the tag that's on it. Parts only. And the other end of it. Now the guy said when I bought it, he said take it apart and clean it really good, oil it up before you shoot it. Yep, I will. I said I'm going to sand the barrels down, re-blue them. But I took it out and shot it. I ain't going to fix a gun that doesn't work. And this gun did shot pretty nice. See if we can't get some oil on it and get it lubed up. Get some things cleaned up and polished maybe. I'm going to sand the barrels down, probably the receiver too. Steel wool them. Re-blew them, super blue, probably 2 coats. The wood I'll redo in walnut. I'm not sure what size butt plate to buy, but we're going to work on that too. But this is a before. Cheap shotgun. I don't know if I said I got it for $75, which is expensive, I think. It's for a $50 gun. But it does work, so whatever. I needed something to do. I just love working on these. I love stripping the barrels, doing the wood. Now I got a little project. This is a before. So I got my receiver, and the barrel is, I think there's the barrel screws to the receiver, but I'm leaving them together, and the magazine tube, I'm leaving all that together. I got all the rust cleaned off of it. I started gently with 100 grit, and then I went to 400 grit, and then I went to steel wool. I forget what kind of steel wool you got. It's fine, but I got almost all the rust off. It's down to about bare metal. I'm going to clean it with, what the heck is this? Oh, acetone. Clean it with acetone, and then we're going to super glue it. Like I said, probably take 2 coats, but I wanted to show you I got the barrels all cleaned up already. Okay, so my butt plate came apart. I had to tear it apart to get the screws out. But I bought one of these cheap turbine, about $8 on eBay, and it's a perfect fit. Perfect fit. Wood's really nice on this. I don't really see any flaws other than tiny scratches. I'm not going to sand this all down for a couple reasons. I can't get this thing out, this bolt. I mean, I probably could if I tried hard enough, and then this piece is nailed fast, so I probably wouldn't get a real good sand job on it. Plus, again, this Suburban is a perfect fit. Okay, this was $7.99 on eBay. You can find them right now. Turbine, got a picture of a buck on it. It was $7.99, but the only problem is it's just rubber. There's no backing plate to it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to glue it fast and then just drill and put some screws in it to hold it. I'll probably put one in the end and both ends here. But that's a nice looking butt pad for $7.99. I can make it work. That's another reason why I didn't want to sand. This is like rubber. It's a perfect fit. If I do any sanding on that wood, it's not going to fit perfectly. I'm going to have to sand this butt pad down. So I'm going to leave the wood go. Actually, I don't think it had any lacquer on it or any kind of poly. I put a coat of walnut stain on it, and it seemed to make it a little bit darker. So we're going to wait for that to dry. And once that's dry, I think I'm going to try True Oil again. A couple coats of True Oil. I have enough for a couple coats. I don't have very much. It doesn't take much. But we'll see. Either that or I'll spray it with clear. Maybe my satin, I don't know. But I wanted to show you that's how far I am right now. Welcome back. I got her as good as she's going to get. I got my barrels all nice and black. I put a coat of poly on the stock. It's a long gun. Put my new butt pad on. I had to put some super glue adhesive on it, plus 2 screws. Fit pretty good. It just overlaps just a little bit, and I can live with that. considering it's a nice butt pad, a lot nicer than it was. And she looks a lot better. This one I'm going to keep. Probably take her out and shoot her again tomorrow. It's got long barrels. Let's see how long that barrel is. They're only 28-inch barrels, but with the stock it just seems like such a long gun. Oh, I gotta lean back. Move. Snap. Anyway, thanks for watching. One more for the gun rack.